So let me show you some stats, some research that was done by the Australian Digital Inclusion Index, looking at how much are we using AI. And by we, I mean we as ordinary Australians. So not about you and your organization, but how much are Australians using AI. We're going to do a little bit of a little experiment here. We'll see how well this works. I haven't done this before. We'll see how well it works. So percentage-wise, if you say from a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is 10%, 2 is 20%, 3 is 30%, 4 is 40%, all the way up to 10 is 100%. What's the national average for the last year, that when the Australian Digital Inclusion Index did their survey, the national average of the amount of people using AI, or they asked the question like how many people have used a tool like ChatGPT or something like that in the last year. So on a scale of 1 to 10, and remember, multiply each of them by 10. Okay, so let's see what we're getting to. So some people are going 80%, some people are going 50, 60, okay, 7. You remember you need to score it from 1 to 10, and that counts as 10 percentage points each. Yeah, okay, actually we didn't do too badly. Okay, I even see a 1 here. Oh, there's a 1 and a 2, so 10 or 20%, yeah, interesting. Okay, so as a group we didn't do too badly. Oh, it's coming down a bit. So according to this survey, 45% of Australians have used AI in the last year. So this sort of thing, I thought I'd try this experiment because you know about the wisdom of the crowds, and there's a whole book about it where if you ask people who aren't necessarily experts in a topic, you ask them to guess and then you average their scores, which is essentially what we're doing here, then the result will be pretty similar to the actual answer that experts would give. Okay, we haven't quite averaged, and it was a bit of a rough survey, but we didn't do too badly, so well done everyone. Okay, so about half of Australians have used AI in the last year. So they're actively using it, or at least started using it. So what do we do with AI? So I'm going to ask this as a poll. So let me bring up a poll question here for you. So I'm going to give you 4 options. This is A, B, C, and D. So what do Australians most use AI for? So if you think it's text generation, type A, image generation, B, and so on. So just type A, B, C, or D, and we'll see what's coming up. Okay, so text generation has taken up a very strong and early lead. The last one, social chatbot, is actually interacting with AI as kind of like a partner or a friend. Doesn't need to be deep, but you're kind of getting advice from AI on everyday things. Okay, so text generation came up as the highest, which is actually right. So text generation was the biggest. So 80% of people said we use AI for text generation. And the first person to get that right was Tiffany. Congratulations, Tiffany. So looking at the question again, text generation was 80%, and then the others went down by half each time. So image generation was 40%, still pretty high. Code generation, interestingly, was 20%, and using it as a social chatbot was about 10%. So code generation, obviously there's some people using it in their professional role, but more and more people are now using it even in their personal life without being a techie like I was 30 years ago. You can now do a lot with AI without having to be a coder. Okay. So, yeah, so lots of people are using it for that.